Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a factory. I'm not sure what I've called this yet. It kind of looks steampunk. It wasn't intentional, it was just supposed to be like a normal factory. You know, I wanted to do something industrial and maybe modern, but like not how I feel like I've done so many medieval type castle-y type builds recently, and I just wanted to switch it up a little bit because I thought that maybe those of you who don't always want to use castles for everything that you do might want something different maybe. So that was the idea behind it, and actually this was requested a long time ago. I've forgotten who requested it though, so I will put that in the description. But they actually asked for an abandoned factory, and I have a feeling that maybe they were asked a couple of people whether they could do an abandoned factory, because recently Devon Bumpkin also uploaded an abandoned factory, and I looked at it when he uploaded it, I was like, damn it, he's done it before me, and I had like plans to do it, and so I was like, okay, well, I still want to do a factory anyway, because I wasn't sure whether I actually wanted to do an abandoned factory, and who knows, maybe he just came up with the idea at the same time as this person was posting. But yeah, so I didn't watch it because I didn't want to be influenced by his because he's such a good builder. I didn't want to be influenced by what he was doing. And then afterwards I went back and watched it and found out that he actually mentioned me in the video, which is very sweet of him. There was a part of the video that he said was inspired by one of my builds, and so I was able to watch that after finishing this build. So if you are watching Devin, thank you for the mention, and everyone watching this, go and check out his channel because he's amazing, and yeah, it's very good. But this is sort of coming together now. Originally, it was supposed to be kind of quite a lot like it is now. I mean, I was going to add a few pipes and things like that to make it look a little bit more industrial. This, you know, like I planned some of my builds. Well, this one, I didn't plan it as much as I normally did. The only things I had planned were the front bit where it's sort of where you've got the three sticking out and then the one pillar in front of it. Does that make any sense? Kind of planned that. But otherwise, I was just completely going off, you know, just my imagination with this. So this video is a little bit more, I guess, experimental. I've had, and you know, I've left it in, but I make like changes to things and I edit things and that kind of stuff. But quite often what I do is I plan out what I'm doing almost to the point where I've almost built the whole entire build, and then I rebuild it for the camera again once I'm happy with it, because I feel like maybe you guys don't want to see me messing around with this stuff. But like, also I don't know, you know, I don't know whether you guys want me to include everything, or whether you guys, the thing is I feel like I've asked this before. I've asked you guys how much of the video you want to watch. I like including all of it, because I think that, you know, it's all part of the process. I do like planning things out, because otherwise it just gets really messy. And like with the actual video or the actual build itself, if you're editing the rooms loads and loads and loads, and all the rooms sort of get broken, and it's hard to actually sort of edit them or use them afterwards and do the interior because they're all broken. But so it's easier just to start again sometimes once you've I draw out my builds on a grid piece of paper. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, my builds are very fast, like it's sped up very fast, and I don't know whether it is too fast. The thing is that some of you guys have said, oh, can you speed up the videos because, you know, it's too slow, can you cut some out? And then other people have been like, can you slow it down and, you know, show as much detail as you can, and I don't care if the video is really, really long. But I'm thinking that those of you who do like a faster build, you can just skip through the video, or even change the settings and put it even faster, and then I'll be, you know, like that, talking really, really fast and high pitched. And that means that those of you who do want to see all of it can actually see all of it. But put it in the comments what you think. It would be nice to see sort of a general consensus about what you guys think. And if there is like an overriding thing of please change what you're doing, then I can do that, but I'm open to improving my channel's quality, and I was just curious about it. Actually, part of it was has me been watching Devin Bumpkin's builds, because he cuts out and does sort of highlights pretty much, and so it has made me wonder whether, you know, you guys are still enjoying the content which I'm making. And I've noticed actually that I've got quite a lot of subscribers recently, and also that loads of you are coming back and watching loads of my videos, so I'm really, really thankful for that. So I must be doing something right, but, you know, I don't want to think, you know, go off this sort of victory streak and be like, yay, everything's going well, when actually I could, you know, there's always room for improvement in my opinion. So, and there are new guys here, and you may have new exciting ideas for me, maybe ways I can improve my channel, because I do want to make it the best I can. So yeah, if you do have anything, just let me know. I'm very open to constructive criticism. But as you can see, I've put in these towers and stuff, and actually when I was taking the screenshots, and I was like, oh, it'll look cool if I put the chimney, like turn on the fireplace inside and put the chimneys on, and that'll look awesome. And then I realised, because I've sized them up, the smoke comes halfway out of the tower. So if you do want that kind of effect where it's coming out the top, it kind of just looks like smoke bellowing from the building in general, so it doesn't actually look too bad. But if you are really sort of pernickety about those kinds of things, then maybe take the smaller version of the chimney and move them up to the top, so you kind of get that effect when it's coming out of the top as well, but it will also look like it's maybe coming out of the pipes and things that I've got everywhere as well. But yeah, it was one of those things where I decided, right, I'll get all of the items out which are to do with, you know, like, which we got with Get to Work, and have all the pieces and things, and I laid them all out all nice and neat, and then I ended up I was like, I'll just add a few of these and see which ones fit best. I ended up adding all of them several times, and just adding it on everywhere. So yeah, but I don't know whether I've said this already. I'm already losing track of what I'm talking about. But if you do want to see more, because like I said, Devin has done a old factory, and he's also done a steampunk build, which is awesome. And then this improved steampunk build is like phenomenal. So if you guys are interested in those kinds of builds, then feel free to go to their channels, because they're very, very talented builders. But if you would like to see more steampunk, or something which was intentionally a steampunk and didn't kind of just haphazardly fall into possibly that category like this one, then let me know, and I can try and do a more steampunk specific build if you want me to. But yeah, I'm unsure. There's a dog barking outside. Can you hear it? Probably not, because I've got it's coming from the opposite direction to where the microphone is facing, so hopefully you can't hear that, and hopefully you can't hear my computer that much, because it does make a lot of noise. But yeah, so I do fiddle around with the front of this and the sort of barbed wire fence, not really barbed wire, like chicken wire really. Oh, I forgot, there's another build. The Tide's Changing, she has also done a Let's Build series with factories, or a factory, and I may have even, I don't know when she released that. I feel like maybe it was before I even started my channel, I'm not sure. But anyway, I watched most of them, and it's very, very good, and she's a very good builder. So that was very inspiring to this, or it greatly inspired this build, because afterwards I was like, oh, I want to build a factory, and then never actually got round to it, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, so here's me going around with all the bits and bobs, and it does end up being where it's sort of like a massive cluster of tons and tons of stuff all over this building, and I hope it still is a nice balance, and it looks nice, hopefully. Who really knows? But I've had a sore throat / cold for the past, like, it got a little bit better, and then it got worse again, where I was waking up and I didn't have a voice. Like, I'd be talking to people like that. And Actually, that really hurt trying to imitate that. But I think I talked about it in a I think when was it? It was in my Let's Play, and I did like a really creepy voice. Please don't try and find that. But yeah, don't watch my other builds or my other Let's Plays, please. Just avoid that. But yeah, I've had a sore throat, and I felt horrible at work today because not only am I a little bit sick, my dogs. The thing is I started work at 7:30. And at 12:30, I was still awake. So it's like, I wasn't going to get a full night's sleep anyway. But what was happening was one of my dogs was upstairs in my parents' room, and the other one of my dogs was downstairs. And what was happening was our smaller dog, and she's very clingy, and whenever my dad would roll over in the bed, she would get up out of her bed and scamper on like our wood flooring, so it'd be like all the way over to see my dad, and then go all the way back to realise that he was asleep because she kept hoping that he was waking up. And oh, sorry, my throat really hurts. And then, so what would happen is my dog downstairs would think that it was an intruder, and so she'd start barking her head off because she thought that someone was an intruder upstairs. And so I woke up at 3:00-ish in the morning, at 4:00, and at 5:00, and then I got up to go to work at 6:30. So yeah, I didn't sleep well, and yeah, I didn't have a full day at work though. I only worked until 1, so it wasn't, it's not too bad, but I am very sleepy. I am very tired, and I'm not feeling very well. So after this, I might just snuggle up in bed, maybe even get a hot chocolate, and snuggle up in bed and watch other people's YouTube videos, or Twitch, or something like that. I've been really enjoying watching Twitch recently. I go through phases, actually. Like, sometimes I watch tons and tons and tons of Twitch, like I have been recently. And sometimes I hardly ever watch it at all. And that's the same with, like, podcasts as well. I do exactly the same. I either, like, binge watch them or, With YouTube, though, I do tend to gravitate towards people's channels and watch loads and loads and loads of their videos and sort of rotate between people almost. But yeah, I realise I kind of do that. Maybe, do you guys do that? But anyway, I haven't talked about this fireplace. So you're probably wondering, Zoe, why have you got a massive, great big log fire in the middle of the house? Well, what it came from was recently I went to there's a restaurant that's local to me, and I've been quite a few times, but I have been recently, and it's a pub that is also a restaurant. So half of it is a pub, and the other side is a restaurant. And dividing the two is this fireplace, and it's open from both sides. And it looks a lot like that, where it's like a round circle, and it's got the logs in the middle, and then it's got like a thing, and like a whatever these are called. What are they called? Extractor fan, maybe, but not an extractor fan. Chimney thing. They have one of those. I guess it's just a chimney, Zoe. Why am I so bad at words? You wouldn't think that English was my first language. You really, really wouldn't. But anyway, so it had one of those things, and I thought it looked really, really cool because you could look through it and sort of you could see the other side of the establishment through this fireplace, and both sides of the building were able to use the fireplace because of it. And I thought it was really cool. And so I wanted to incorporate it in a build, and I thought of maybe doing a restaurant and putting it in there, like a little cabin in the woods type restaurant, like a little old, I don't know, a little old cottage somewhere that is a, oh, my throat is so sore, I'm sorry. Oh. Maybe I should stop this recording. Who knows? But yeah, so I thought about doing that, but I thought doing this, we've got massive, great big chimneys. Wouldn't it be cool if one of those industrial chimneys could have been converted into a fireplace, and an open one like this one? So let me know what you think of it. I know it probably isn't for everyone, but I thought it was a cool thing to do. It doesn't really work though. Like, maybe you could find a way of making it work, but they just walk up to it and go, I can't get to it. So yeah, that's what happens. I hope that you still like it anyway. I think it gives a cool effect even if it's not on, you know? Like, it's still pretty cool. I actually had to just go and get a cough sweet, so I'm sorry if you can hear it in my mouth. But this is the dedication to you guys. It hurt too much to talk, yet I'm still carrying on. So you can probably hear it like clicking on my teeth, so I'm really sorry. But I enjoy doing these voiceovers, and I enjoy making these videos, and I am actually getting so much satisfaction out of uploading 3 times a week. It is one of those, like, before I tried to do 2 or 3 builds every week, and it was just too much. With everything else that I'm doing, I don't have that much time on my hands, and I know that some people can do that many builds each week, but for me, I just can't. And so actually I still get the satisfaction of, you know, being able to upload 2 or 3 times a week. But it's just so much easier when you've got Let's Plays as well to be able to do that. So although not all of you watch it, it seems like there's a good chunk of you who do go and watch my Let's Plays every single time. And so I have wanted to say this, but I am really, really thankful. Even though, you know, they're not the best quality, and I'm still learning how to do Let's Plays, but I'm so appreciative of those of you who actually go and watch them, because it's amazing, you know. And in comparison to my build videos, I don't get a lot of views on them, but it still just makes me so happy that any of you are watching it, really. I go in expecting that no one's going to watch this week. Like, everyone's going to have got bored and no one's going to watch it. And then I always get a pleasant surprise when you guys do actually end up watching them. Because I don't expect you guys to watch it, but you do. And it makes me really happy. And it makes me just as happy for you guys to watch this too. It is one of those things where I feel like with a lot of creative stuff, you do go into sort of highs and lows of feeling like things are really, really bad, and you're really, really bad, and you're not doing good enough, and all of that kind of stuff. And then you go through stages of feeling like, no, actually, I'm doing alright. I'm really proud of what I'm doing, or I'm really happy that I'm getting any recognition whatsoever, which is kind of what I'm in at the moment. I'm happy I'm getting any recognition whatsoever, rather than, you know, comparing myself or anything like that. I feel like I'm very rambly in this part. Am I very rambly? Well done for this. I should not, you know, congratulate you guys for actually making it through the video, but congratulations for making it this far into the video. Well done. You get a present of a virtual high five. High five. Well done. That was that was a bad present, I'm sorry. Anyway, so we've got like a little baby's room. I don't normally I don't know whether I've actually even ever done a nursery before, but I thought that was kind of a cool thing to do, because I thought it could easily be converted into a child's bedroom, but I don't know, I thought it was quite cool. And I wanted to switch things up a little bit. I just wanted to have something as yellow. I thought that was a really lovely colour. I'm not actually really that big of a fan of this bed, but I thought that I'm not really actually a big fan of this room, actually. I like elements of it. I really like the fireplace. I like the fireplace with the chairs around it. I think that bit looks really cool. And that's something Kai would like, personally. I've said this before. I'm sorry that I keep stopping. It's because of my throat. But I've said this before, but I love industrial builds. I don't know what, and I've been thinking about this recently, because I might make a build with my boyfriend where we sort of like make an apartment, because we're hoping to maybe move out and live together soon, because we're long distance. And so it would be quite cool to sort of put together what kind of apartment we might like, you know. I thought that might be a cool idea for a build, but it has made me be thinking, what do I actually want, you know? Because I like building all this stuff, but not all of it is my taste, and I think it's fun to, you know, make things that possibly you wouldn't have yourself or use yourself. But yeah, I do really, really like industrial builds, but I don't know whether I'd actually want to live in industrial builds, you know? I feel like possibly they'd be hard to clean. I don't know. That has been something from living on my own, and especially in student houses, and have already moved out from my parents. One thing that I am adamant on is I want a kitchen that is incredibly easy to clean. Like, I want the most modern kitchen you can find, with no like cracked skirting boards or holes into mysterious places in your cabinets, and this is what I've had, and it just collects dust and disgust. It's disgusting, and I don't want that anymore. I mean, my house where my parents is lovely, so I don't have a problem there, but when I've lived on my own in houses, because they've been cheap, I just want a kitchen that I can clean. I realise that. I just want a kitchen that I can clean. That's my only criteria with the house. Like, I don't care about anything else. I just want something I can clean. Oh, it's just been too long in, you know, just terrible, terrible houses. But yeah, and that's what student houses are like, though, because so many people don't take care of them that, like, what's the point in fixing them every time, you know? Or redoing a kitchen every time someone moves in because they trash it, you know? So it's one of those things that you just have to live with. And they're cheap for a reason. So yeah. But I do like industrial builds. I do think I love exposed brick, and but it is one of those things that's like, is it really that practical? It looks awesome, but is it that practical? And I haven't really decided whether it would be worth it, you know, and just sort of put up with that and have a house that is partially difficult to clean. I'm not actually that much of a clean freak. I'm very messy. Like, as in, like, I put things down when I finish using them. So I'm getting better at cleaning up after myself and organising myself, but everything is just chaos around me. But you will know that underneath all that mess, because it's like constantly moving, you know, because I'm constantly using all the stuff that's like laying everywhere, that it's actually clean underneath. Well, I regularly clean my rooms and, you know, things like that, but it will look like a bomb hits it wherever I go. But you know it will be clean. And it's quite funny because my boyfriend's kind of the opposite. He's like, he makes things really, really tidy, but then he's not as much of a, I guess, clean freak as I am. Like, I don't know how to, like, maybe he'll use like a kitchen towel to clean something up, and then like food or something, and then just leave it on the side, and I'm like, no. You gotta use a J-cloth and then wash it up and then clean the J-cloth, or put it in the washing machine or throw it away or something. That's kind of it. So we kind of balance each other out. He keeps me tidy and I keep, you know, things clean. Oh, my throat. We'll get through this, you guys. We'll get through it. I'm dedicated. I've got this far. I can make it to the end. It's only like 6 more minutes. I haven't been talking about the build again. I have noticed, though, that my builds have been getting longer and longer, and I don't know whether this is I'm being more ambitious with the builds which I'm doing, or I'm just being slow, or maybe I'm just being more detailed. I'm not sure. But give me your opinions below. Let me know what you think. I think, actually, with this house, I like all of it apart from the main bedroom. It's making me want to go back and redo it, but then I'd have to redo this voiceover, and that's not going to happen. But maybe if you download this lot, which I tried to upload it to the gallery just now, but the gallery was down and I didn't realise, and I was like, is my computer broken or is it The Sims? But I think it's The Sims. But yeah, I mean this bedroom looks pretty dodgy for a while. What I was trying to do was I was trying to use the furniture from Get Together, and use this sort of orangey wood colour, because I thought that maybe it looked like bronze or copper, and that was kind of the idea behind it. But it just clashed and it looked horrible. So I think I still keep it on the mirror, because the mirror actually looked like it could be made out of metal, but the rest of it just didn't go. So I made it a little bit more plain. I think this is possibly a bedroom that is more likely to fit everyone. I feel like anyone could have this room, you know. Possibly not so much with this kid's bedroom, which I'm just putting in. It could be a teen's bedroom, but I did put a dollhouse in there, so it probably is actually a kid's bedroom. But it's kind of like a preteen, maybe. A preteen's bedroom. It's possibly a little bit gothy. Who knows? But it's like, the theme is black, red, and gold. And I think it looks pretty cool. I try and go with orange for a little while, and then I decide not to. And I want to use one of those sofas, or I guess they're couches, maybe. The thing is my dad used to be quite adamant on, because there is actually, some people call them couches, some people call them sofas, and there is actually a difference between them. And there is like a meaning behind each one, but everyone just calls all of them either one or all of them either the other. And I think what it is that a couch has the back and the sides all the same height, yet a sofa has a taller back and then armrests which are shorter. I think that's what it was supposed to be, but like, who actually cares? Who really cares about that? But anyway, the couch sofa. I really wanted to use that with the bed, so I did. And and those two paintings that we get with City Living. My God, my throat hurts. You know when you've got a sore throat and your voice just seizes? It probably doesn't sound like I've got that much of a sore throat, but my voice just keeps like seizing. Like, I keep going to talk and my voice just doesn't come out. Probably a bad idea for me to be doing this. I will eventually shut up about probably at the end of the video I will shut up about my sore throat. It's like, so we get it. You've got a sore throat. Let's carry on with the voiceover. But yeah. So over in this bit, I did like a desk area, because quite often I put computer desks and stuff throughout the house. The only one I put in was in the master bedroom, I think. So I put that little area there where like people could sit and do their homework or something like that. And also what happened, I was recording, or at least I thought I was, editing this front bit. And it didn't work, and so I had to redo it. So, I didn't redo it. I mean that I didn't actually end up getting a recording. I think I need to sleep, you guys. But what did happen was that the fence wouldn't work. You know that glitch where the like parts of it are missing? And I found out by looking on the Sims forum that if you place a what they call gate where the missing thing is, and be careful not to put them on any of the other tiles, because that's what causes the problem. But if you place it on the gate, or the gate where it's missing, we can get through this, Zoe. It will, and then delete it afterwards. It will fix the hole in the fence problem. So if you are having that, because it seems like it's a glitch that has come back, because I had it and it disappeared for a while, but it's come back. So if you have that glitch, then that is how you fix it. And I spent a very, very, very long time trying to figure that out off camera, which you won't get to see. Thank goodness. But that's how you fix it. You place a gate where the hole is, and then delete it. But yeah, so we're doing a little seating area, and then we put like a little barbecue and just little stuff like that. I ended at the front, the shape of it, make it more of an L shape, and put in a post box and some little lights and things like that. But you'll probably see that in the screenshots. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for putting up with my very sore voice. and my need for wanting to get up a video and not just waiting until my voice is better. So thank you for that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, like I've already said, and hopefully see you again soon.